Hi students, welcome to chemistry class. Let's continue the topic separation of mixtures. Let us study the separation of liquid-liquid mixture by separating funnel. It is a simple device used to separate the components of a liquid-liquid immiscible mixture in which liquids have different densities. Immiscible liquids are called emulsions. These immiscible liquids, they do not mix with each other. For example, water and kerosene. These two are immiscible liquids. Such mixture can be separated by using separating funnel. A mixture of immiscible liquids, that is emulsions, can be separated using a separating funnel. The separation of emulsions is based on the principle that the lighter liquid will float above the heavier liquid. The separation is based on the principle that lighter liquid will float above the heavier liquid. See the picture of a separating funnel. A separating funnel is a glass bulb with a tap called stopcock attached to its bottom. The stopcock is used to control the flow of the liquid. To separate the components of an emulsion, the mixture is put into a separating funnel and allowed to settle. After some time, the liquids form separate layers, one above the other. The liquid forming the lower layer is collected in a container by opening the stopcock. The stopcock is closed after the liquid in the lower layer is collected completely. The liquid forming the upper layer is collected in a similar manner in another container. Kerosene oil can be separated from water using a separating funnel. The mixture of kerosene oil and water is placed in a separating funnel and allowed to stand for some time. The components form two clear layers. Water being heavier forms the lower layer and kerosene oil being lighter forms the upper layer. When the stopper of the funnel is opened, the heavier liquid trickles out slowly and is collected in a vessel. The stopper is closed when the lower layer is entirely removed from the funnel. In this way, the two liquids, kerosene and water, are separated. Mixture of carbon tetrachloride and water can also be separated by this method, in which water forms the upper layer. Next method is distillation. Distillation is the process of converting a liquid into vapor by heating and the subsequent condensation of the vapor back into liquid. Evaporation and condensation take place in distillation. The method of separation of a liquid from a soluble component by first converting it into its vapor and then condensing the vapor is called distillation. The process is used for the separation of miscible liquids having different boiling points. Miscible liquids means liquids which mix with each other. For example, water and alcohol. So the distillation process is used for the separation of miscible liquids having different boiling points. Boiling point is the temperature at which a liquid changes into its gaseous state. The principle behind this separation method is the difference in the boiling points of the components of the mixture. When heated, the component with the lower boiling point vaporizes before the one with higher boiling point. Distillation is performed in a special round bottom flask called the distillation flask. A distillation flask is used as it is more resistant to the fracturing of the glass in vacuum and provides uniform heating. A condenser is fitted to the distillation flask. Condenser is a tube surrounded by a continuous flow of water to cool and condense vapors. Upon cooling in the condenser, the vapors of the more volatile liquid condense into pure liquid. Volatile liquid means a liquid with a low boiling point. The pure liquid is then collected in the receiver. In the diagram, you can see the receiver. The receiver here is the conical flask. Distilled water used in laboratories, injection solutions, medicines and batteries is obtained using this method. This method can also be used to separate alcohol from water. Alcohol has a lower boiling point than water. This method is used to separate the components of a solid liquid mixture in which both solid and liquids are recovered. When the solution is heated, the liquid evaporates in the form of vapors which pass through the condenser and get condensed into pure liquid again, which is called as distillate, while the solid is left behind in the distilling flask. Tap water, a mixture containing dissolved salt, is purified by this method. The pure water so obtained is called distilled water. Separation of a mixture of iodine and alcohol is also done by distillation. Distilled water, you might have heard of distilled water. Distilled water is pure water, but we cannot use distilled water for drinking. Do you know why? Distilled water, water is a good solvent. So it has the capacity to dissolve almost all substances into it. So distilled water, when we take it for drinking purposes, it may take the minerals from our body. It is not good for our health. Therefore, distilled water cannot be used for drinking purposes. Let us study the method of crystallization. It is a technique which is used to separate a dissolved solid from its solution state. The solution is warmed in an open container and more solute is dissolved in it until a stage is reached where no more solute can be dissolved. The solution is left undisturbed now. As it cools, the solvent evaporates, leaving behind the solid solute, which arranges into a regular pattern of crystal. It is a process in which slow evaporation of a solution containing more of the solid component is done. Pure sugar is obtained from its solution in water by the process of crystallization. Sugar is obtained from its solution in water by the process of crystallization. At first, the sugar solution is heated to evaporate water at a faster speed. When very less water is left, the solution is cooled. Suddenly, the solution is cooled. On cooling, sugar dissolved in it starts separating out in the form of crystals. Do you know what is a crystal? Crystals are the solid particles with definite geometrical shape and size. They are lustrous too. Lustrous means with a shiny appearance. Example, sugar crystals are cubical and they shine. The shape of sugar crystal is cubical. So, crystals are the solid particles with a definite geometrical shape. Today, we studied about certain methods of separation of mixtures. Let us wind up today's session. Thank you.